Hello everyone and welcome on into another brand new episode of Taste Test right here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex. My name is Sean and every Wednesday and Saturday you can watch me try the weird, the wonderful, and the limited edition. We have a very exciting one for you today and in the future, so you should subscribe and ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos, and if you have a suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below what it is, where to find it. You might see it on a future episode of the show. Today, we have them. They're finally here, and thanks to the Beeb's sister Alex, I get to try them, and I'm very appreciative of that. We have the Reese's peanut butter and jelly cups. They're down here. They're like, wow, look at that normal color palette. And then up here, weirdly orange in the background. Drives me nuts. So, strawberry and grape. I'm very excited to try these. Originally, it was going to be like a thing where I was going to compare them with a couple of other bars, the Hammond's and the Trader Joe's, but I ate the Hammond's bar and they're not the most easily accessible to like rebuy, though they are easier than I assume, or easier than I realized. Still not as easy as they should be. And then I haven't been to a Trader Joe's in a long time, and I'm actually not 100% confident that the Trader Joe's peanut butter and jelly bar even exists at this point. And for a long time, or for a while, I should say, I wasn't even sure that these Reese's peanut butter and jelly things they actually existed, because I went all the way over to Westport, went to a Dollar General specifically for the Reese's peanut butter and jelly cups, because that is the one place that I saw them posted online. It's like, oh, they're at Dollar General. I went, I'll go to Dollar General. I bought some Fritos instead, because I was taunted with the empty boxes for the peanut butter and jelly Reese's, and I didn't think I was going to get my heart broken in Westport, but I did. But it's all good because Alex, the Beeb's sister, found these at Yolks. So thank you to her again. I really do appreciate it. She was she was telling me today that she bought these for me because she knew I was looking for them, and then had like the thought later on, like, I guess I should have bought some for myself, which I've been there. I've been there. You buy a snack, I buy a snack. I go, well, that's a taste test item, and I didn't buy anything else to like substitute for that to eat leisurely. Whole point of going to the gas station was to buy a bag of chips, and you bought crap that you're going to eat on the internet. Come on, man. Get it together. Anyway, I know the pain, and we're going to try these right now. We'll start with, you know what? I don't think it really matters. We'll start with strawberry. I prefer grape to strawberry ever so slightly. So we'll try the one that I don't want first. These are individual cups, which I think is very nice. I don't know how much they were. She did send me a picture. I think they were like $1, but I think that could have been a special. I could have been misreading where the thing was. But I think $1 for these sounds fine, because it is just the one big cup, which is interesting. So we'll try it. We've had an interesting history with not the PB&J, but the Reese's big cups in the past. The infamous potato chip. There's been caramel. There's the chocolate fudge that always tricks me into thinking that it is indeed the PB&J cup. And now it finally is the PB&J cup. They said, in one of the posts I saw, they said they perfected the technology to have peanut butter and a liquid. And I was like, it's just one little thing of chocolate. It's a film of chocolate, right? But it's okay. Oh. I think the balance is a little off. That was my big concern going into this. Was that it was going to be peanut butter and jelly. But it's actually, there's a large chunk over here on this side that's just a lot of chocolate. And it throws it off because it's a Reese's peanut butter cup that has like a strawberry tinge to it, rather than it being a peanut butter and like jelly with chocolate more in the background, if that makes sense. Like, that's what I would want. I talk a lot about, hey, I want the guest flavors to be the star flavors. I want them to really stand out. It's a good flavor. It's just not what I wanted, because I want it to be peanut butter and jelly, and then that Reese's kick on the back end to make you go, okay, this is a Reese's, but it's something different. I like it because the strawberry flavor is super solid, but I also, maybe it's just because it's the strawberry, I've been eating those peanut butter and jelly M&Ms very consistently because they're finally available and I love them. I kind of prefer those because this ratio just has a lot of peanut butter, and it's almost like a little bit too much, where I think that the balance of a Reese's cup, even to not even bring in the M&M aspect of it, the Reese's cup, the regular one, I think is perfection. I think the balance that they have is perfection. Anytime they warp it and like they make it bigger to the big cup or even some of the mini stuff, the ratio, they don't translate it correctly. And I think they maybe overdid it a little bit on the peanut butter. And I think it might just be that I have a problem with the big cup itself. Having said all of that, still pretty solid strawberry flavor. I wish there was a little bit more of it, and I wish the jelly was a little bit more gel, Like it's there. I don't know. I feel like I want to like this more, and I'm trying to convince myself. Hold on. We'll take another bite. Maybe, am I wrong? I have to save some of this. Yeah, it's fine. Let's try the grape. I'm sure it's going to be the same, but just, grape. Oh, come on. Open, please. Open peanut butter. Oh, my. That may be the worst opened peanut butter cup in the history of mankind. Okay. Let's try this. Crack this open. Okay. The strawberry is way better. I'm not getting much grape out of this at all. We'll take a little sip of water because I might have goofed that up. But I think that the strawberry is a brighter and better flavor. I think that's why, to bring in the M&M aspect of it, I think that's why you go with like a strawberry, or I think in the M&M case, a raspberry, is that flavor's a little bit brighter. It stands out a little bit more. I think it's easier to get through the palate, whereas grape, I think, gets kind of buried with the chocolate and the peanut butter. I'm really not getting a lot of grape out of this. I think that's hugely disappointing. I was really excited about these. The strawberry is the better one of the two. But I do think that the ratio is off. And I think it's off on both of them. It's too peanut buttery. I think, again, like you go back to, I think that the peanut butter and jelly M&Ms, I think, are superior because it's the peanut butter M&M, but it's the regular size. And then it's a chocolate that is flavored with the raspberry or berry mix, whatever it is. And that means that the ratio stays the same. And instead of adding an element, you're kind of substituting or cutting that chocolate a little bit with a different flavor profile. Whereas this, let me finish that other thought. So you're cutting the one, you're bringing in a third flavor, but you're not adding a third flavor, if that makes sense. And that means that the balance remains the same. Whereas with this, they've taken what is, again, perfect. I think that it's perfect. The regular size Reese's. They've doubled it, where you already start to get a little weird with some of the balance and the ratio is the word I'm looking for. You start to get a little weird with the ratio, but then it feels like, especially with the strawberry, and it could have just been a bad batch. There's almost too much chocolate. The strawberry and the grape especially doesn't feel like there's enough of it, though the strawberry has a better and more consistent flavor throughout the whole bite. But there's just too much peanut butter. I like peanut butter. I like Reese's peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter that much. And I think this really could have benefited from just being a regular cup. Like, just, I don't know. I think you would have to probably tinker with it at some point. But then you go back to the M&Ms. And if you just make it if you make the chocolate like a strawberry chocolate rather than a chocolate covered strawberry. I don't know. I think there's a better way to do this. I don't think that the big cup is the right way to do this because the ratio is just off. And I think it really stands out because I like the regular size so much. I feel I'm disappointed because I like peanut butter and jelly a lot as a flavor profile, and I just don't think that I'm getting it enough in these Reese's, and I think that that's pretty disappointing. I am very disappointed in the grape because I didn't even taste grape in that. The strawberry does have a much better and a much more consistent flavor throughout the whole bite, and I like that one a lot more. I still would lean towards the Hammonds most likely because I think they do it like just so well. It has like a really good jelly gel flavor or texture to it. That's what I want with the peanut butter and jelly. And then it has a really good flavor mashup. I think the jelly actually outweighs the peanut butter in that one. And it's so good. Like there's two options I think that are a lot better than this. And that is, one, it was going to be a high bar for them to clear because I love the M&Ms and the Hammond specifically so much. But two, I think that it's just like, there's examples of how to do this better and they missed the mark on these in my opinion. So I would say try them if you can find them. If you can find the individual and you want to give it a whirl. I don't think that these are so bad that you shouldn't avoid them. I just think that if you want peanut butter and jelly that's even, I think you're going to have a really hard time because it's peanut butter and jelly. If that makes sense. Hopefully that's not too redundant. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. If you did and you tried them, let me know what you thought down in the comment section below. Again, thank you to the Beeb's sister, Alex. I appreciate you finding these for me and bringing them over because I have been very excited to try them. She found them at Yolks. They have been allegedly, well, I saw the box at Dollar General, so Dollar General would be a viable place, but I haven't seen them anywhere else. So, again, let me know if you have tried them, if you like them, if you don't like them, you can rank them down below if you would so enjoy to or want to or whatever. You can also leave suggestions down there, what it is, where to find. You might see it on a future episode of the show. The best way to see that future episode of the show is to subscribe right over here. You can watch the playlist right here. It uploads every Wednesday and Saturday, updates every Wednesday and Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one. And as always, bon appetit.